right, welcome aboard, Flyers fans. This is Adam Presswood coming at you live. We've got about 13 and a half minutes before tip-off in this one, and I'm joined by the head coach and owner of the Midwest Flyers, Brittany Koch-Dowell. First of all, Brittany, can you hear me okay in your headset?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can,
all
absolutely.
Right.
First of all, welcome back. I know this means a lot to the community. This certainly means a lot to me, just from the standpoint of a fan and somebody who likes to come up here and pretend that he's a professional broadcaster. You know, I don't know how many people I'm fooling, but hopefully more than I'm not. To start off, and I don't want to take too much of your time, just kind of give us a rundown of the hand you've been dealt here this season. I know it's not random. You go out and recruit and get what you want to the extent that you can, but what has fate, I guess, given you to work with?
Actually, we've been pretty fortunate so far this year. And can you hear me? Can you? Okay. We've been fortunate. We had 5 returners from last year, 4 of them which were starters, so that was fortunate. And then we went out and we did a little recruiting. We went and got a few players, Division I top players. We actually landed a phenomenal overseas player, Janae Smith, which is going to bring a lot to the inside. We actually got a point guard this year, a true point guard. I'm able to now take Rita off of the point and allow her and Carrie to play the 2, which is where their strong point is. She's tough. She was going to play with us last year, but she signed overseas 2 practices in, so I told her to go. And now she's back. So I guess there's my fate. I got my point guard back.
There you go. Now, I am pretty sure that I read in the paper that the focus this season was going to be more on defense than in previous years. So for those of us who love coming in and watching you guys score more than 100 points a night, are those days gone now that the focus has shifted, or will you be able to balance both?
No, I think we'll be able to balance both. We want to put up over 100. But we want to hold our opponent to 65, 70. And we think if we do that, we'll win a lot of ball games, especially when you play a team like we're playing tonight. They can score the basketball, we can score the basketball. But at any level, defense wins championships. And we didn't do that last year, and we were setting it home when it come national championship time. So,
what can you tell us about this team that you're facing here in a few minutes, and what they're bringing back from last season and what they've got new?
They're bringing back Rebecca Harris. She's a phenomenal basketball player. Who she is says enough, but they've added a lot, and they've regrouped, and so have we. This is both of our first games. You always get excited for the first game, but then when you open up against the Surge, you're even more excited. So I believe in the beginning it's going to be probably a little sloppy on both ends, just because you got those pregame jitters, you got those first game, and the level of competition of what you're playing. But there's nobody else I'd rather open up against. If you want to be the best, you have to beat the best. So
absolutely. I've got a quick and probably stupid question. In a game like this, to start things off, what's more important, to have a plan and come in and stick to it, or to put in your entire roster just to see how they gel and how things work out?
We're going to play everyone, and we're going to play everyone early.
Okay, well, maybe not such a stupid question then. I was wondering how that worked. Last but not least, just for the benefit of the two of us who are always up here looking for potential players of the game, is there anybody in particular that you expect to shine tonight? Not necessarily more than the others, but somebody you really look to put on a show.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2. Keep your eye on. Her name is Latrice. We call her T. Keep your eye on her. She's tough. She ain't but 5'3", but she plays like she's 6'2".
They sell dynamite in small packages
yes, they
too,
do.
I'm
yes,
told.
they do.
So, you got anybody out there that wasn't able to make this game that you'd like to give a shout out to on the air?
Actually, I don't think so. Hopefully everybody eventually starts showing up, but those that can't, I know it's graduation here in Ellsbury, hopefully they're tuning in and giving us their support from a distance.
Excellent. All right, Coach, thank you for your time and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, fans, well, we are going to leave the air for a few more minutes and run some pre-game advertisements. This, again, is the voice of Adam Presswood, and I'm coming at you live from Ellsbury's lovely high school basketball gym. I'm joined by my brother and cameraman, Chris Presswood, and we will see you back on the air in about 5 or 6 minutes or so. You're watching the Indian Sports Network.
Counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking for example. Bank from home. Make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station. The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
At Ellsbury Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicinrx.com.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, fans, welcome back. We've got about 4.5 minutes remaining. I want to take most of that and introduce you to some of these players, starting first with your Midwest Flyers. We're going to see number 4, Rita Adams, 5'8" point guard out of the University of Kentucky. Number 40, Ashleem Bracey, I think I'm reading that correctly. She is a guard and forward, 6 feet tall, out of Illinois State University. Number 2, Letitia Deloche, a 6'3" point guard out of the University of the Cumberlands. Number 24, Jerica Hawkins, a 5'9" guard and forward out of Missouri Baptist University. Number 12, Jezra Johnson, a 6 foot power forward out of the University of Missouri. Number 15, Amanda Johnson, a 6'3" center out of Columbia College. Number 52, Sharice Jones, a 6'2" center out of the University of Missouri. Number 22, Carrie Koch Dowell, a 5'9" guard out of Missouri State University. Number 31, Jordan LeDuc, a 5'11" guard out of the University of Central Michigan. Number 7, Jania Smith. Either these are blurry or my eyes are worse than I thought. A power forward, 6'2", out of the University of Alabama, Birmingham. Number 25, Mariah West, a 5'8" point guard out of the University of Alabama, Birmingham. And number 34, Denisha Womack, a 6'1" forward and center out of St. Louis University. The head coach and owner of the Midwest Flyers is, of course, Brittany Koch Dowell, and we brought you an interview with her on the air just a few moments ago. The St. Louis Surge is going to send out number 15, Christy Bellock, out of Texas A&M. Number 30, Jaleesa Butler, out of Georgetown. Number 22, Brittany Carter from the University of Illinois. Number 13, Rebecca Harris, out of the University of Illinois. Number 10, Laura Johnson, out of the University of Sioux Falls. Number 21, Mariah King from Eastern Illinois University. Number 1, Bianca Latham from Southeast Missouri State. Number 23, Letty Lerma, I think is the name. I apologize if I'm butchering that pronunciation. A forward out of Bradley University. Number 3, Kelsey McClure from Arkansas Tech University. And number 5, Sharice Williams from Mississippi State. So that will do it for lineups. We've got about a minute and a half remaining before tip-off. They usually don't use all of that up, and I'm going to err on the side of assuming that they won't tonight either. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn the audio up for Chris's headset. And Chris, is this your first Flyers game?
It is.
And what do you see out there so far that you like?
A lot of talent.
More specifically than that?
Haven't seen too many missed shots on either side of the floor so far.
And you won't during the game either. I was talking with Brittany about how all of these games have a reputation for going well over 100 points, or at least it's more common than not. All right, that's going to do it. So my instincts haven't left me. I had just gotten used to doing baseball again, and now we're back to hoops, only this time at the semi-pro level. I don't know if we're going to run a national anthem or not. I assume we are, in which case we will leave the air just briefly.
Tonight's WBCBL contest between the visiting St. Louis Surge and your Midwest Flyers. Tonight's contest is sanctioned by the WBCBL and will follow all WBCBL rules and regulations. Please reuse your caps and bow your heads as the two teams meet in center court for the pregame parade.
All right, fans, we've got to figure out a way to get some mics out on center court so that you can hear the pregame prayer and the national anthem. But here we go with the starting lineups, starting with the St. Louis Surge. Number 15, Christy Bellock. Number 30, Jaleesa Butler.
Number 22, Brittany Carter.
Number 22, Brittany Carter.
Number 13, Rebecca Harris.
Number 13, Rebecca Harris.
And number 21, Mariah King.
And number 21, Mariah King.
The Surge's head coach is Tony Condra.
Tony Condra is the head coach for the Surge this season.
First game of the season for the Flyers, we want to introduce the bench players. Number 4, standing 5'8" out of University of Kentucky, Rita Adams.
Number 4, Rita Adams.
Number 40,
for the Flyers.
Standing 6 foot tall out of Illinois State University, Ashleen Gracie.
Number 40, Ashleen Gracie.
Number 24, standing 5'9" out of Missouri Baptist University, Jerica Hawkins.
Number 24, Jerica Hawkins.
Number 12, standing 6 foot tall out of the University of Missouri, Jezra Johnson.
Number 12, Jezra Johnson.
Number 15, standing 6'3" out of Columbia College, Amanda Johnson.
Number 15, Amanda Johnson.
Number 25, standing 5'8" out of the University of Alabama, Birmingham, Mariah West.
Number 25, Mariah West.
Standing 6'1" out of the St. Louis University, Denisha Womack.
And number 34, Denisha Womack. Those are the bench players for the Flyers tonight. Here come the starters. They may turn the lights out on me, I don't know. And they have. Bear with us, fans.
And now the starting lineup for your Midwest Flyers. Number 52, standing 6'2" out of the University of Missouri, Cherise Jones.
Number 52, Cherise Jones from the University of Missouri.
6'2" out of the University of Alabama, Birmingham, Janae Smith. Number 31, standing 5'11" out of the University of Central Michigan, Jordan LaDuke.
Jordan LaDuke is starter number 3 with the lights out. I cannot see the lineup. Letitia Deloche.
Standing 5'9" out of Missouri State University, Carrie Coke.
And Ellsbury's own Carrie Koch Dowell.
Head coach for the Midwest Flyers is Coach B, assisted by Aaron Lutz and Amy Smith.
All right, we're ready to go. I'm excited. It's been a year since I've seen this kind of action, and they play hard. All right, the Surge are the first to claim the court. And here come the Flyers to Survivor's Eye of the Tiger. Or at least a few bars of it. Boy, they really cut the rug out from under us on that one. I was just starting to remember my Rocky 3, and now it's over. There's the tip-off, and the Flyers control the ball. It is in the hands of number 2, Letitia Deloche, and there's the pass to Jordan LaDuke. LaDuke to Carrie Koch Dowell, and there it goes inside. The double team forces it right back out. LaDuke dribbles it in against the double team, and the shot goes underneath the rim. It's out of bounds, last touched by the Flyers. And Coach Dowell is not in agreement with that. as the Surge inbound in the backcourt and quickly bring it across. It's in the hands of number 13 now, and that is Rebecca Harris. It always takes me a while. These players move so fast. Deloche now stops near the top of the key, passes to her left, and now it's stolen by the Surge. And here comes St. Louis on the outside. Good pass, passing back to the top of the key for three, no good. Rebounded by Leduc. She's all alone for a second. There's the pass over to the left side to Deloche. And now Dowell on the outside. There's a nice wraparound pass. Muscling inside for a shot off the glass, and it's no good. That was number 3, I believe. Number 7, excuse me, Josiah Smith. It's the one bad thing about that gray and light blue. It makes things harder to see. And the Flyers have it on the outside. It's in the hands of Carrie Cogdell for a long 3 off the front of the rim. Rebounded by the Surge, a near steal. But St. Louis hangs on. Nice pass on the run. The shot doesn't go. And still hardly any scoring going on so far in this game. Leduc brings it all the way in, and there's a pass over to her left side. Off the glass go the Flyers. And it's tied at 2 apiece. The Surge on the outside now, and the game has slowed way down. There's some penetration, and the shot rims right back out. Rebounded by the Flyers, and here comes Carrie Cogdell. No, she gets rid of it to Deloche. Deloche for the long 3, and she buries it from way downtown. That's going to make it 5-2 in favor of the Flyers. And that one's thrown into the crowd. That's something you don't see very often at these. Buzzing in for the Flyers is number 34, Denisha Womack from St. Louis University. Taking a seat is number 52, Charisse Jones. Into the high post, and it's stripped by the Surge. Here comes St. Louis again. The long 2 is good, courtesy of number 15. That's Christy Bellick. And it's a 1-point game, 5-4, a slim lead for the Flyers here in the first, 6:48 remaining. Jordan Leduc from the free throw line. It's off the back of the rim, rebounded by St. Louis. The long 2 by St. Louis, no good. Rebounded by the Flyers. Leduc on the outside, gives it back to Deloche for the long 3 again. Oh, no good. Rebounded by the Flyers. The putback is no good, and St. Louis has the rebound. Another long 2 put up by St. Louis. Bounces right back out, rebounded by the Flyers. Here comes Carrie Cogdell across the timeline. Steps just inside and gives it up to Leduc, who runs the baseline into the triple team and has to give it up to Deloche for the 2. That's a 7-4 game now with just under 6 remaining in the quarter. St. Louis on the outside and called for steps. Into the game for the Flyers, number 40, Ashleen Bracey. Baseline drive, nice footwork down underneath, but the shot doesn't fall, and it's taken away by St. Louis, a wasted opportunity there. Number 13, Rebecca Harris Gets inside and gets the 2 to fall. It's 7-6. Off the foot, and St. Louis has it again. Nice ball movement by the Surge. And the shot falls courtesy of number 10, Laura Johnson. Getting ready to check in for the Flyers is number 4. As the bucket doesn't fall for the Flyers, number 4 is Rita Adams. Here come the Surge for 3, no good. Rebounded by the Flyers, here comes Dowell. Nice bounce pass to get the ball inside. But the defense is a little too strong. They kick it back out. Carey for 3. No, it's off the rim. Rebounded by St. Louis. Oh, on the run, number 21, Mariah King makes that one hurt. It's 10-7. Hard off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Carrie Koch-Dowell. From the top of the key. Oh, it's looked good, but it just came off the back. Still 10-7 in favor of St. Louis. The long 2. No good. Rebounded by the Flyers. This has been a game of disappointing missed shots after not seeing any that were missed during warm-ups, as Chris and I talked about. Underneath go the Flyers. They kick it back out. Carrie Koch-Dowell for 3, and it's good. That ties it at 10. Oh, nice turnaround. Not even a jumper. I don't think she left her feet. That was number, is that a 21? Yes. Mariah King puts St. Louis back up by 2. Carrie Koch-Dowell for 3 again. No good. St. Louis comes away with a sloppy rebound. And the Surge called for traveling as we have 2 subs on each side. Number 51 and 10 coming in for St. Louis. Numbers 4 and, well, actually 3. Numbers 4, 31, and I missed the other substitution for the Flyers fans. I'm sorry. Nice bounce inside. LeDuc wanted it on the run. Instead, that was nice. Had that fallen, it would have been the most impressive play of the game. Rita Adams tried to drive in and lay it off the glass. It wasn't going to happen, and the Surge misses. They get their own rebound and lose it to the Flyers just as soon as I said that. There's another near turnover. Jordan LeDuc hangs on. She's quickly double teamed. Gets rid of the ball and to the glass. Go the Flyers. The shot doesn't fall, but there's the foul, and let's see. That's on number 51. He did say 51, didn't he, Chris?
Yeah.
I don't have a 51. Do you?
No, I don't.
All right, well, at any rate.
Was it 15 and he got it?
It might have been.
Because 15 just checked out, so. Nope, there's a 51.
All right, well, following the trip to the charity stripe, it's tied at 12 again. I apologize for that. Shooting the shots was number 52, Sharice Jones for the Flyers, but I don't know who the foul was on for St. Louis. The Surge is double teamed. They wanted a foul. The shot doesn't fall. Did they get a charge?
No, over the back.
Over the back, okay. Again on 51. I wish I knew who that was. LeDuc kicks it back out to Adams, and it's picked off by St. Louis. You heard Coach Brittany Kogdal in the interview saying that the first couple of minutes were going to be sloppy while they felt one another out and competed hard. She wasn't wrong. From the top of the key goes St. Louis, and it's good. That was number 22. That is Brittany Carter. That puts St. Louis up 15-12 with under a minute remaining in the quarter. The Flyers back their way in. The shot doesn't fall. LeDuc was there for the rebound, but so were two members of the Surge, so you can guess how that worked out. That one is against number 4, the Flyers' Rita Adams, and it sends, is that a number 10? Is that Laura Johnson out at the stripe? I can't tell if that's a 10 or an 11. Hope it's a 10, because I don't think they have an 11. And the shot is good as number 15, Amanda Johnson, checks in for the Flyers. And number, well, what do you know, number 15, Christy Bellick checks in for the Surge. Just about the time I get the hang of this, it'll be back to baseball. All right, both charity shots are good. It's 17-12, and yes, that was a number 10. Laura Johnson at the stripe. The Flyers are going to hold on for the last shot. LeDuc for 3, no good, it's off the rim, rebounded by Johnson, who came out of nowhere, and we get another chance for the long 2, no good. LeDuc with another rebound. She's gonna fight it in, oh, I thought she was gonna muscle it in herself, she's stripped. These games are rough. 2.4 remaining as it goes out of bounds. And Carrie Kogdal checks back in as Johnson comes out. And the Flyers will control the basketball for just a few ticks. LeDuc nowhere to inbound, finally does. Gotta hurry, girls, gotta hurry. It's stolen away by the Surge. No last shot opportunity. So after 1, it is 17-12 in favor of St. Louis, and we'll be right back.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
All right, we're back with a fresh 10. If you're just joining us, it's the start of the second quarter. The Flyers trail St. Louis 17-12. All right, and the Surge will control the basketball to start things off. Your thoughts on the first quarter, Chris?
It was fast.
It was at least that.
Make it almost impossible to keep a scorebook.
Well, I'm still learning the new names, and I'm not doing it fast enough either. They are quick. St. Louis with the basketball. There's the pass inside. Nice turnaround move there, number 1. That is Bianca Latham, and that puts St. Louis up by 7. It's 19-12. Carrie Cogdell for 3, buries it again. That brings the Flyers to within 4. It's 19-15. Oh, and the surge called for steps. Breaks like that are desperately needed if you're a member of the Flyers right now. But you've got to capitalize, otherwise they may as well not happen. Oh, for 3, no good. Just like that, the Flyers miss out on an opportunity, and St. Louis has the ball again and still a 4-point lead. Drive to the basket by St. Louis. The shot is no good, rebounded by Johnson. And here comes Carrie Cogdell. Beautiful pass, nearly broken up, but we hung on and they kick it back out. Carrie for 3, and she nailed that one from the other side. That brings the Flyers to within 1. The Surge tried to answer with 3 of their own. No good, rebounded by the Flyers.
Oh.
And we throw it away. Into the game for the Flyers, number 24, Jerica Hawkins. 2 people came in for St. Louis, but I lost track of both of them. For 2, go the Surge, and it's good, courtesy of number 13, Rebecca Harris. And they're back up by 3. Off the glass, that brings us back to within 1. I believe that was number 2, Letitia Deloche. The Surge for 3, and it's off the front of the rim. They get the rebound, though, and hang on to it at the baseline, and I believe it was kicked by who is the question. Kicked by the Flyers. There's the inbounds pass all the way to the top of the key. She goes to her left. Nice footwork, nice ball movement. Oh, but it's stuffed right back in her face, so. Carrie Cogdell from the top of the key. Yeah! 23-21. That puts the Flyers up by 2. We've got a timeout taken, and we'll be right back.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back now with 6:58 remaining in the half. It's a 23-21 Flyers lead, the Surge with possession. There's a pass inside, nearly broken up, but they hang on. Barely. They kick it back out, and there's a pass into the baseline. Nice spin move. The shot is no good. Rebounded by Carrie Cogdell. There's a bounce into the paint. Nice job, ladies, off the glass. for two is number 34, Denisha Womack. 25-21 Flyers. Oh, that would have been beautiful had it worked. So the Surge throws it away.
You know what literally just dawned on me why this is so quick? I'm not used to there being a shot clock.
Yeah. Well, and it's the quarters are 2 minutes longer, but they feel 2 minutes shorter. There's a whistle and a foul against the Surge, I believe. I have yet to see the call reported back to the scorer's table. Did you, Chris? Or is it just out of bounds?
No, it was a blocking foul.
Ooh. On number 3, Kelsey McClure, I suppose, but all the way to the glass. And that gives the Surge 2 more, courtesy of number 13, Rebecca Harris. It's 25-23. St. Louis isn't going anywhere. Excuse me. There's the shot from right underneath the basket, basically, by number 7, Josiah Smith. The shot doesn't fall for St. Louis, and the Flyers throw away the rebound. Beautiful ball movement. St. Louis for 3, and it's good. 27-26, it's a 1-point game. The Flyers on the outside now. There's a baseline drive by Deloche. The shot clock's working against us, and that one was blocked, and St. Louis comes away with possession. And for 3, no good. It stays 27-26, and Dow brings it across the timeline. There's a nice bounce pass into the paint. They kick it back out, and in again. Nice job muscling her way to the glass. The shot doesn't fall. Out of bounds, last touch by the Flyers. Two on the shot clock. To the glass goes St. Louis, no good. Flyers now on the outside. There's the pass to LeDuc over on the left. She swings toward the top of the key and hands it over to Carrie Koch-Dow, whose shot is way short and lands right in the hands of St. Louis. They nearly throw it away. Number 13 from the free throw line, that was Rebecca Harris, and that unfortunately put St. Louis back up by 1, 28-27. LeDuc wanted the 3. She stepped in for the long 2 instead, and it bounced right back out. She's had an off night.
Just a couple weeks ago when they did the mini Flyers camp, she was in a walking boot.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's got a brace on if you look close.
The foul is on number 22, Brittany Carter. As number 52, Charisse Jones checks in for the Flyers. Number 40, Ashleen Bracey takes a seat. I'll have these names down by 3 games into the season, fans. You watch. Nice move to the basket by number 34. That is Denisha Womack. And it brings us to within 1. It is 30-29. Still in favor of the bad guys. Five on the shot clock for the long 2. St. Louis misses, rebounded by Carrie Kochdow.
Nice pass.
The shot doesn't fall. St. Louis has the rebound. From the free throw line, no good. Rebounded by Carrie Kochdow again. Under 2 minutes to go. Carrie for 3. All right. She is on it. 32-30. St. Louis thought about answering. Instead, there's the pass inside. Picked off and held on to by Jordan LeDuc to force the jump ball. Number 10, Laura Johnson, checks in for St. Louis now. And we've got a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
At Ellsbury Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
A minute 39 remaining in the half. The score 32-30 in favor of the Flyers. All right, and St. Louis controls the jump. The shot doesn't fall. It's rebounded eventually by the Flyers. LeDuc all the way in. The shot doesn't fall, but she draws the foul. That's on number 30, Jaleesa Butler, and it sends LeDuc to the stripe. She misses the first. Makes the second. That puts the Flyers up by 3. St. Louis for 3, off the rim. Carrie Kochdow read that like it was her favorite book. She had the rebound briefly. But it's going to go back to St. Louis. There's the inbounds pass. Nice spin to the basket. And off the glass goes number 15. That is Christy Bellick. LeDuc to the glass to answer, and does. And it's 35-32 with under a minute remaining in the half. St. Louis inside to Bellick. The long 2 doesn't fall. Rebounded by the Flyers. 37 seconds. There's the pass back outside to LeDuc. She runs the baseline and gives it back. LeDuc for three. Oh, that looked good. It's off the rim. Here comes St. Louis with the charge. And that was number 13, Rebecca Harris. All right, that'll give the ball back to the Flyers with 13.1 remaining. Six, five. The shot doesn't fall, but we've got a whistle. And a foul on number 22, Brittany Carter. That will send. Is that number 2 or number 4 at the stripe? I think it's number 2, Letitia Deloche. And she hits the first, giving the Flyers a 4-point lead. Make it 5. 37-32. 4 seconds. 3, 2. The surge. Oh, they almost had the buzzer beater. That was number 13, Rebecca Harris, but it's off the front of the rim. We have played one half. The score 37-32 in favor of our Midwest Flyers, and we'll be back in a few.
Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Ellsbury Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the megabanks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
All right, we have returned for a fresh 10 minutes to start off things here in the third quarter. The score 37-32 in favor of the Flyers. First two quarters were very, very aggressive, but smooth would not be the word that I would use. They were rough, and we were warned by Coach Dowell that would be how things started off. Let's see if there's a change here in the second half. We're having some problems with the clock.
Problems with something. I'm not sure
Got a little bit of a delay of game here. Oh, it's the shot clock. At least this one. Oh, and now the other one went. Bear with us, fans. Wonder if one's the master, and if it goes, the other one goes. I think they're struggling with both now. All right, so maybe not, because this one closest to us is functioning again. Well, I wonder if there's some regulation that says you have to have two. Could we play with just the one?
No.
I mean, I know practically it would be tough, but if we had to fake it.
Because whatever team had their back to it wouldn't be able to tell.
I know. But in a pinch, there we go. All right, it looks like they're both up and running now. All right, so the Flyers are going to control the ball to start things off here in the second half. There's the inbounds pass from the timeline by Kerry Koch-Dowell. And the Flyers now on the outside. Leduc over on the left has possession. There's the pass to Dowell at the top of the key. Dowell goes inside. Nice spin move. And the bucket is good, courtesy of number 7, Josiah Smith. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. St. Louis for 3. Off the rim, rebounded by the Flyers. Nice pass inside, nearly broken up, but the Flyers hang on. And the long two bounces up and then right back in. That was number 52, Sharice Jones. The shot doesn't fall for St. Louis, but they get their own rebound. The putback doesn't fall. They briefly had their hands on that one, and it's out of bounds, last touched by the Surge. for three, no good. Oh, rebounded by the Flyers. They got their own, and the putback was good, courtesy of number 52, Cherise Jones. 43-32 the score now. Some risky ball movement by St. Louis, but they held on. From the free throw line, the shot is no good. The Surge gets their own rebound. There's the drive to the basket by St. Louis. The bucket is good. That was number 15, Christy Belloc. Carrie Cogdell all the way to the glass. The shot doesn't fall. She's fouled and fouled hard. It sends her into the stage. Dal buries the first, and it's a 10-point game. In for St. Louis, number 51, who I still don't have. And Dal buries them both. It's 45-34. Flyers up by 11. St. Louis for three, no good. Rebounded by Leduc. Deloche all the way inside, kicks it back out to Dal for three, and it clips Webbing. A 14-point lead. And there's a timeout taken by St. Louis. We'll be back.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird looks showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
All right, St. Louis has the basketball. And they throw it away right into the hands of Dow. Nice job. Was that number 7?
Yeah.
Yes, number 7, Josiah Smith. Pardon me. There's a foul down underneath on number 52. Cherise Jones. That'll send St. Louis to the stripe. They trail by 16. And they still trail by 16. Into the game for the Flyers, number 34, Denisha Womack. Off the front, she misses them both, rebounded by the Flyers, and they barely hang on to it. There's a turnover, and here comes St. Louis. Nice ball movement. To the glass goes number 22, Brittany Carter. The shot counts, and she's fouled. That's against number to Tanisha Deloche. And the shot is good. That brings St. Louis to within 13. Baseline drive by the Flyers. The shot doesn't fall. LeDuc with the putback. It doesn't fall. They kick it out to Dowell for three. And she buries yet another one. Is that 5?
That's more than that.
53-37. Off the glass goes St. Louis, no good. Rebounded by the Flyers. LeDuc for three. Yes, ma'am. 56-37, and it is raining here in Ellsbury's high school gym. Oh, nicely done. That was number 13, Rebecca Harris, that fought for that one. It's 56-39, and we've got another timeout.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Nice bounce pass inside by Carrie Cokdell. And great footwork. That was number 40, Ashleen Bracey, to get that one to land. It's 58-39. Here comes St. Louis. They wanted the three. They might still want the three. There it is. And it's good. 58-42. Carrie Cokdell with a beautiful pass inside to number 7, Josiah Smith. That makes it 60-42, and we have come alive, and the basketball is much smoother. As I say that, number 10, Laura Johnson, reclaims the 16-point deficit, or did briefly. It's now 62-44 in favor of the Flyers. St. Louis for three, it's off. Rebounded by the Flyers, and here they come. There's the pass to Dowell. Oh! That one was just a little too ambitious and went right through the hands of Smith. Nice bucket by Laura Johnson. Makes it 62-46. Oh, Carrie Cokdell had that one rejected. And the Flyers miss again. That was Deloche on the second shot opportunity. St. Louis now for three. That one's good. It's 62-49. They come within 13. Oh, Carey nearly has it stolen. That doesn't happen very often. Flyers for three, yes ma'am. That was number 34, Denisha Womack. And St. Louis misses.
Oh.
And you want to talk about holding on for a jump ball. I haven't seen anything like that since Harley Race retired from wrestling. All right, that foul is on Denisha Womack, her first. And a little bit of an early start. I think we're all working the bugs out here in this first game. All right, St. Louis with the ball along the perimeter. Good pressure by the Flyers. Forces a turnover. For three, no good. It's off the front. St. Louis with the rebound. And the surge off the glass, no good. They kick it back out. That was no good either. That was put up by Laura Johnson. A for effort. Carey Cokedell muscles her way in to make it 67-49. And there is a foul called on number 34. Pardon me. Number 34 is Denisha Womack. That's her second, and it sent number 13, Rebecca Harris, to the stripe for the surge, where she sinks the first one. Jordan LeDuc, Rita Adams, and Sharice Jones come back in for the Flyers. Carey Cokedell has come out, and in her place is number 24, Jerica Hawkins, her first appearance in this game. Both charity shots are good. It's 67-51. Just over a minute remaining here in the third. Remaining. Flyers are going to have to hurry, and they lose it off the dribble. That's going to go back to St. Louis with 54.1. All right, that one is on Rita Adams. And it's going to send, is that a number 1? Yes, Bianca Latham to the stripe. The first one is good. As is the second, it's 67-53. To the basket, and drawing the foul is Jerica Hawkins. She'll go to the line for the Flyers with 21.3 remaining here in the third. The first shot is good. The second one rims out and is rebounded by St. Louis. And a near turnover. They hang on, and there's the long two put up by number 15, Christy Belloc. It's 68-55. Rita Adams from the top of the key. No good, but there with the rebound and the putback is number 52, Charisse Jones. That was nice. So at the buzzer, it's 70-55. We'll be back.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Down to the last 10. A 70-55 lead for the Flyers. And they've sent out some of their bench. Coach Dal said everybody was getting time tonight. She wasn't wrong. And the Surge steps in for a shot from the free throw line that doesn't fall. Rebounded by Johnson. And the Flyers inbound in the backcourt. Here comes Rita Adams across the timeline. There's the pass to Hawkins. Hawkins takes it all the way in. Nice double pump fake. And the shot put up by number 52, Jones. Doesn't fall. St. Louis has the rebound. Nice spin move to the basket. That one fell like a bullet. 70-57. This game's not over. Rita Adams to the glass. The foul was on the floor, I think. That's against Bianca Latham. Pass into LeDuc. She kicks it out to Hawkins at the top of the key. Hawkins goes to her right and finds Adams. Adams back to LeDuc with nowhere to go. There's the pass inside to Hawkins. Hawkins for an awkward two, but it fell 72-57.
Oh, she traveled.
Yep. Flyers now on the outside. Hawkins manages to penetrate and then steps back. There's the bounce inside to Jones. Jones kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson's shot off the glass is no good. Rebounded by St. Louis. For three. And the surge.
Nobody around at all.
Missed that one. But number 22, Brittany Carter. Or is that 21? That is number 21. That was Mariah King. Was there with the putback and a long two. It's 72-59, and we've got a quick timeout.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Carrie Cokdell inbounds in the backcourt to Deloche. All the way to the basket go the Flyers. No good. They get the rebound. Rita Adams for the long three. Rebounded by St. Louis. And there go the surge. That was number 13, Rebecca Harris. That brings St. Louis to within 11. Deloche kicks it out to Rita Adams. Nowhere to go. Nice pass inside. The shot off the glass by number 7, Josiah Smith, is good. 74-61. Just over 7 remaining in the quarter. St. Louis throws it away, and it'll come back to the Flyers. There's a baseline drive by Smith. It gets rejected, and here comes St. Louis again. For three. No good, rebounded by the Flyers. And it is out of bounds, last touched by the Flyers. No harm. I almost said no harm, no foul, but that hardly seems appropriate. No harm done. Until now, there's another Flyers turnover.
Oh, good move.
That was number 13 again, Rebecca Harris. Carrie Cokedale for three and misses everything. And ends up on the stage. Jordan LeDuc and Ashleen Bracey are set to check back in and do so. Harris for three, no good. St. Louis with the rebound. And that shot put up by number 15, Christy Bellick, cuts the lead to 9. At one point, I think we led by 18. There's a St. Louis steal. This doesn't look good. We'll take that, though. And there's a travel against St. Louis, it looked like, or against the Flyers, I'm sorry. There's the inbounds pass to Harris. They got that in over the shoulder of LeDuc. And there's a charge against St. Louis away from the ball. Is that what they called?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it. That was weird. 74-65, under 5 remaining in the game.
Oh, man.
Flyers for three. Can't get it to go. St. Louis comes away with the rebound. St. Louis got away with steps on that one, but the shot didn't fall regardless. LeDuc spins on the baseline and gets that one to fall, and she's going to go to the line. That is on number 22, Brittany Carter. Carter's fourth. LeDuc hits the bucket, making it 77-65, and we have yet another timeout. We will return.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
.428 remaining, 77-65 the score, still in favor of the Flyers. But that will change if we don't reduce the turnovers, preferably to 0. St. Louis for three, or was that a long two?
I think it's a long two.
Yep, 77-67, brings them to within 10. Carrie Cokedale has it stolen away. Jordan LeDuc saves it. And takes it all the way to the glass. The shot doesn't fall, she'll go to the line. That's on number 15, Christy Bellick. Leduc's first bucket falls, 78-67. She's 1 for 2. She got her own rebound, but had it taken right out of her hands. And after a series of putback attempts, number 13, Rebecca Harris, gets it to fall, making it 78-69.
Oh.
Leduc for 3, no. There with the rebound is Smith. That shot doesn't fall. Leduc has the rebound, that doesn't fall. Smith has the rebound, that one doesn't fall, but she's gonna go to the line. That's on number 10, Laura Johnson. Johnson is going to come out for a little while. In her place is number 1, Bianca Latham.
No, she missed them both.
Yes, she did. But the Flyers control the rebound. 3 minutes remaining, roughly. And there's another turnover. Here comes St. Louis all the way down, and they're hammered. That is on, did they say 22?
10.
10, I thought I saw him hold up, yeah, 22, there it is.
No, they were just late putting it up.
Okay, that's on Carrie Cogdell, her first. The first charity shot misses. Back into the game for the Flyers is number 34, Denisha Womack. The second shot finds Purchase, that cuts the lead to 8. Carrie Cogdell for 2, way off balance, but she got it to fall. It's 80-70 with 2.5 minutes remaining in the game. St. Louis for 3, no good. They get the rebound. Harris for 3, and it clips Webbing. It's a 7-point game. Another turnover for the Flyers. Harris all the way in against the double team and draws the foul. Had that shot fallen, we would have been in trouble. That's going to go against number 2, Letitia Deloche. Under 2 minutes remaining in the game. The first one is good, bringing St. Louis to within 6. Make that 5 as that one makes it 80-75, a minute 55 remaining. Leduc, oh, she nearly turned it over. She just managed to save it and take it all the way in where she's robbed. Robbed of the ball, and here comes St. Louis. There's a drive to the bucket. No good. The Flyers with the rebound. And the travel. Unbelievable. There's a timeout taken by the Flyers, and we'll be back.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, that's a bench I'm glad I wasn't sitting on during timeout, because that was a very aggressive pep talk, and I overheard a few things.
I've been on numerous ends of those.
I think I heard we've got to get more stops and we've got to start pushing the ball. A minute and a half. A slim 5-point Flyers lead. St. Louis with possession. The shot attempt is no good. Kerry Coquetel with the rebound. There's the pass to Smith. Off the glass, and I feel better. Oh. Smith commits the foul, trying to force a St. Louis turnover. Oh, I'm wrong about that. That's number 25. They're saying Mariah West, and it's going to send number 30, Jaleesa Butler, to the line. The first one's good. It's a 6-point game. The second one misses. St. Louis with the rebound. And for three, no good. Rebounded by the Flyers. And that's a blocking foul. It's going to go against number 22, Brittany Carter. All right, Deloche makes good on the first. And the second as well. I can breathe a little bit. It's an 8-point game. The long two falls for the Surge, and they take a timeout with just over 50 seconds remaining. We'll be back.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
It'll be Flyers possession. They lead by 6. Leduc inbounds dangerously to Dowell, but it's there. And Dowell lays it in off the glass to give us 8. St. Louis. That's the foul against Leduc. I think.
It was. One that nobody in this gym agreed with.
No. Harris hits the first. And the second. Flyers hold on for now. Leduc is fouled from behind, I think by number 22, Brittany Carter. Yes. Number 10, Laura Johnson, checks back in for St. Louis as Brittany Carter takes a seat, probably for the last time.
Well, that was her 6th foul.
Oh, well, definitely for the last time. That'll teach me to pay attention.
Oh.
Leduc misses the charity shot. Hits the second. We're up by 7. Harris put up an awkward shot that almost fell. But we've got a timeout taken by the Flyers following the rebound, and we'll return.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
$18.2, but a lot has happened in less time than that. Leduc inbounds, and that's a foul on number 10, Laura Johnson. I didn't see it, it was quick. That's her second. And it's going to send number 7, Josiah Smith, to the line. Where she hits the first. And the second as well. It's 89-80. 14 seconds remaining. St. Louis for the long 2, no good. Rebounded by Carrie Kochdow, who is double teamed and quickly fouled by number 1, Bianca Latham. Carey hits the first, making this a 10-point game. And that one bounces off. It stays a 10-point game. 3 seconds remaining. St. Louis for the long 3. No good. There's the buzzer. So the Flyers win this one by a final score of 90-80. We're going to go off the air for just a second, try to come back at you with a player of the game interview. In the meantime, we're going to play a few more messages from some of our sponsors.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Just look that way. All right, fans, we're back with tonight's player of the game, Kerry Cokedell. And Kerry, anybody who's ever done an interview with me knows that I don't keep stats and I don't give technical interviews. That's just not my thing. So I'm going to make it real simple. What went right tonight?
Playing as a team, moving the ball, defensive intensity. I mean, we came out at the beginning, we weren't really focused on the defensive end, and then we picked it up defensively. And for me, defense leads the offense. So if I can play defense and get challenged defensively, my shot will start coming, and my teammates believing in me. I missed my first couple ones, and they're keep shooting. And they found me when I was hot, and they kept feeding me. So, I mean, just kudos to my team.
How well scouted did you have this team? I know they were a thorn in your side all last season, and I don't know how many of their players returned, but what kind of study had you put into this game coming in, and how closely did this one go according to plan?
We focused on them a little bit. We really didn't know a whole lot about them. We knew about some players. Obviously, we knew about Rebecca Harris. She's a phenomenal player. But they've changed their team up a lot, and we knew their core, but we knew some of the other players just from people knowing them. But we came out and we really focused on us. That has been our go-to right now, and focus on us and believe in us and stay together as a team and just, you know, make the other team stop us.
What are some changes offensively and defensively with your team this year as opposed to last year? What was different about this opening game? Some adjustments that maybe you had to make earlier during some of your preseason practices, or some on the fly here tonight, just stylistically?
Playing free. We really don't get into sets very much. We allow the IQ of this team. We have a lot of IQ on this team, and we allow that to take over and set screens for each other, move the ball. We really don't get into too many sets where we're standing. If we get to standing, we'll call something, but most of the time it's just free.
We did a quick coaching interview before the game with Brittany, and she said one of the positives this season was that the new scheme would allow you to play your more natural position. How much of a factor was that tonight?
Huge. I've been waiting for this probably since college.
Okay.
I always get recruited as a 2, and I turn into a point guard. It's just always happened that way. Even overseas, I ended up being a point guard or whatever. But being back to the 2 and just being able to run the floor, not worry about bringing the ball to the floor, pressing me, getting us into an offense, it's freed me up a lot, and it's actually helped me stop thinking. I don't think anymore. When I don't think on the basketball floor, that's when I'm the best.
You know what? I think Michael Jordan said the same thing. He said his best games were when he didn't have to put any thought into it, and the rim seemed like it was a bucket that was about 60 feet wide.
Yeah, when you can just play free and not have to think, it's phenomenal.
Last question. I know you play this team again on their turf, not too far from tonight, actually.
June 9th, their home opener.
Okay, I knew it was coming up, and they play at Wash U, correct?
Yes.
With all the competition that this team is notorious for giving you, what kind of a psychological edge does this win here give you, knowing that you're going to have to face them at home?
It doesn't.
Here in a heartbeat, doesn't it all?
No, it's a wash.
Okay.
We got one. That's it. They're going to come at us full force. Stuff went our way tonight. Probably won't go our way down there. It's just you can't take this game into the next game and think you got it. You start out 0-0. It's a brand new game.
All right, well, we'll be there. Wash U is my alma mater, so we'll broadcast live from that one. In the meantime, I'll let you go. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but
No
congratulations
worries.
once
Thank you.
again. Tonight's player of the game. Thank you, Kerry.
Thank you.